It's officially summer, and that means it's apartment hunting season for a lot of New Yorkers. Rental prices are sky high this year, but there may be some hope. The real estate platform StreetEasy found apartment inventory increase for the first time in 18 months in some neighborhoods. Their research found a 33.5% increase in available Manhattan rental units since the market bottomed out in December of 2021. The biggest gains were in Lower Manhattan and the East Village. Joining me now to discuss all of this is Casey Roberts, home trends expert from StreetEasy. Welcome, Casey. Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, first, let's talk about the overall market. Why is inventory so low in New York, and why is there a slight increase now in some Manhattan neighborhoods?
Yes, so it is all about supply and demand. We're seeing a lot of demand right now from new grads, summer interns, and also New Yorkers who are looking for apartments that are closer to their offices now that so many offices are starting to open back up. So this is really causing a supply-demand mismatch where supply of rentals is low, demand is high, which is causing those prices to climb.
And there's some neighborhoods that you're looking at specifically. What's the situation in Brooklyn and in Queens?
So inventory has not been increasing quite as much as in Brooklyn and Queens as in Manhattan, but it's not all bad news for renters in the outer boroughs. Brooklyn inventory is still growing slowly but steadily, and Queens inventory is remaining pretty stable. So this really comes down to affordability. Many of the renters who got these great deals in Manhattan at this time last year are starting to now look in the outer boroughs for more affordable options.
And StreetEasy just launched a new tool to help apartment hunters. Tell us about this. It's called Streetscape.
Yes, so this week we launched Streetscape, which is a new augmented reality feature on the StreetEasy iOS app that allows New Yorkers to immersively home shop on the streets of New York City. I like to think of it as if every New York City residential building had a QR code, but in this case, no code is necessary. You can just use the app to scan the street with your phone. You'll see floating icons in front of the different residential buildings around you, and then just click the icon to learn more about the building, see photos of the apartments inside, and find out whether there are any units available that fit your criteria.
Tell me what you think. Is it worth looking at neighborhoods that aren't spiking?
'Absolutely, yes. You know, even if the inventory isn't rising in a particular area, there's still options available. And, you know, in a tight market like this, I would say try to canvas as much as possible and look at multiple neighborhoods, maybe even ones you weren't initially considering, to make sure you're seeing all of the options and are able to find an apartment that works for you.
Because maybe there are some undiscovered deals that have not been discovered just yet.
Absolutely, yes, yes. Highly recommend.
Yeah, and what advice would you give to renters right now?
I would say get super prepared and be ready to move quickly. Have your paperwork ready to go even before you start touring apartments. Make sure to do your research. So get smart on the areas that you're interested in and how much rentals are going for there. And be super realistic about your trade-offs. You know, you might have to make a few more trade-offs than you're used to in such a hot market. So be realistic about what really is a must-have and what is a nice-to-have.
And what if the landlord just will not budge on price? What else can renters ask for while negotiating?
Yes, so there are absolutely other things that you can try to negotiate on with your landlord. Things like a longer lease term. So locking in your current rent price for 2 years can help you avoid surprise rent hikes in the future. You can also try asking for updates to older appliances in your unit. And it may also be worth asking if there are other units in the building or buildings nearby that they manage that might have some units coming to the market soon that are more affordable than your current unit. You might be surprised what your landlord tells you.
And what do you think we'll see with the market? Where is it going?
We do believe that inventory will continue to slowly open up. Prices are probably going to increase too, but thankfully not at such a rapid clip that we've seen over the past several months. So, you know, if renters have some flexibility to wait a couple of months or extend their current lease for a few months, it could be a good idea if their main priority is really accessing the most listings available to them.
Casey, thank you so much. Casey Roberts, StreetEasy home trends expert. Thank you for being with us. And if you'd like more information about StreetEasy's market report, you could go to our website, cbsnewyork.com.